Welcome back. All right, second and final review of the night. So again, I'm done early. Sun's still up. Anyways, so Carolina and the Islanders. I think the Islanders played the best game they've played of the series, and Patrick Waugh went with a hunch about changing goalies. That backfired. And so I expect some comments about Patrick Waugh and the goalie change and everything. I knew what he was going for here. I did. I think he was kind of, going on a hunch that maybe switching the goalies could help. Again, it backfired. So it's Anderson versus Sorokin in this. Lee has a rush chance that's saved from a sharp angle. A pretty wide open start. Lots of rush chances both way to start, which threw me off because neither the Islanders nor the Carolina Hurricanes are known for that kind of free-flowing back and forth style both ways. Carolina's fine with transition chances. Rod Brindamore, I think he gets a little facial tick if somebody's getting rush chances against him. Don't tell him I said that. He'll come to my house. So the shots are only one apiece at 2.5 minutes, but there are definitely chances both ways. Kane's press at 3 minutes. There's a net feed to Palmieri, near miss there, and then Burns with a point shot that goes through a screen. Natchez and Teravainen with the assists at 4:46. So Carolina gets the lead, even though I thought the Islanders had a good start. The Islanders look to respond. The shots are 4-3 Carolina at 6.5 minutes. The Islanders press at 8 minutes. The fans call one. The referee does not. The referee stayed out of it for the most part tonight, so fans not happy with this. The Islanders building momentum. Anderson good again. Freddie Anderson's had a really good run so far in these playoffs. Dobson's robbed in close on a rebound. Absolutely just robbed. And it's not the only time that anybody gets robbed in this game. And then at 10:25, Orlov wires one from the left circle, totally against the flow of play. And I said out loud, they really needed a save there. Svechnikov and Chatfield with the assists. So Orlov gets that one. Stahl has a net drive that's blocked. We get a power play for the Islanders. They need to score here. There's an early clear. Riley has a shot that's blocked. They cycle. There's a near miss for Palmieri. Barzal has a net feed that's picked off. It's cleared. Power play's killed off. One shot for the Islanders on that power play. The Islanders press after it ends. They press again with 3 minutes left. And again, honestly, had a pretty good period. Down 2-0. I heard the announcers talking about shot selection wasn't as good for the Islanders. I didn't think it was that as much as it was the Canes got the saves when they needed them. The Canes absolutely had the saves when they needed them. Martinook has a wraparound that's blocked as the Canes press with 1:03 left. There's too many Islanders on the ice. The Canes get the power play. There's a shorthanded rush by Palmieri. The Canes cycle as the clock winds down. Natchez is denied. It's 2-0 Carolina after the first. Second period, the Canes cycle. The Islanders clear. They kill off that power play. One shot for the Canes on the power play. The Islanders press are kept to the outside. They press again at 2.5 minutes, and eventually, on a tic-tac-toe play, Engvall finishes it at 2:48 from Lee and Pelech. And I'll be honest, every time Engvall scores, I go, see, that contract worth every penny. But yeah, he buries that one from the inner slot. So that makes it 2-1, gets the crowd really into it. Then things are pushy on an Anderson hold as the Islanders are looking to tie it. Gensel has a net feed that's held. The Canes press at 4.5 minutes. There's a pad save on Slavin when the Islanders are pinned down a bit. And then at 7:14 on a wrister from the high slot. So not too far, just basically above the circles. Aho scores from Svechnikov and Chatfield. So at 7:14 of the second period, it's 3-1 Carolina, and Varlamov is in the net. But the damage is done. Getting 4 goals in a game against Carolina is difficult at the best of times, but when they have a 3-1 lead, a 2-goal comeback, and maybe a 3-goal comeback for the victory, it's really, really, really difficult to get. So the teams trade turnovers the next shift. The shots are 5-3 Carolina at 9.5 minutes. Canes press with 9.5 minutes left. The Islanders get pinned again. The fans have gone quiet at this point. For the most part, there were some cheers and chants here and there, but much quieter, much lower decibel level than before. Slavin fires one high. The Islanders just couldn't clear it here. The Islanders finally press with 4.5 minutes left. Freddie Anderson holds. Nelson to Palmieri gets blocked. And then at 17:38, it becomes a 1-goal game again. It's Brock Nelson scoring from Palmieri and Pollock. So he buries a rebound in close, and the crowd's up, and everything's going. This is just, the Islanders. Yeah. And what's interesting to me, too, is that with the ESPN announcers, it feels like even more with the ESPN announcers than the Sportsnet announcers. When a team is ahead by 2 goals, they really prop up the team that's losing. And so from this point forward, it was just, listen, all the Islanders need to do, The Islanders are not out of this. The Islanders, this game is close. And I couldn't tell whether it was genuine, we want to see this game tied, or please don't change the channel. I'm not sure which one it was. So the Islanders do look to tie it with 1:23 left. They draw a power play. There's a shorthanded 3-on-2. Slavin's shot is blocked. Palmieri then has a shot that's held. There's some pushing, and then we get 52 seconds of 4-on-4. The fans disagree. Barzal's initially thrown in the box, but Barzal didn't get the high stick. So the referee comes out and says, no, it's actually a penalty to number 8, which is Dobson. The announcers just heard basically the no penalty. All right, cool. And then they started booing again when they saw Dobson going into the box. And from a penalty killing perspective, I think you'd probably prefer Barzal to be in the box than Dobson, because I'm pretty sure Dobson plays penalty killing time. Either way, the referee was called, the second syllable's whole. So anyways, New York fans, both Rangers and Islanders, they don't mess around. There's no ref, you suck, or just cutesy little chance. Just we think he's... Anyways, so it's 3-2 after 2 in favor of the Carolina Hurricanes. Third period, Horvat has a rush chance that's held. There's some pushing. Good desperate hockey from the Islanders in that third period, and excellent goaltending by Freddie Anderson. Teravainen fires one wide on a 2-on-1 rush. The Canes, they struggle to set up because at this point now they're on the power play, right? And the Islanders are clearing it out. Gensel then has a shot that's saved. Everything gets killed off there. Cizikas has a net feed that's blocked. The shots on net are 3-0 for the Islanders at 3.5 minutes. So that brief power play for the Canes did not generate a shot. Pelech then has a shot that's blocked. Pulock fires one wide. Again, the fans call one. The referee does not. Romanov has a blast that's held. The Islanders press at 8.5 minutes. Things are pushy on a hold by Anderson, and that was something that happened a lot in that third period. Stahl to Martinook, there's a near miss there. Drury has a 2-on-1 chance that's saved. Kuznetsov then has a chance that's blocked. The Canes press with 8 minutes left. Cizikas couldn't bury one in close. The Islanders press after that. Romanov is absolutely robbed. So definitely had chances tonight. But we get some pushing then because Anderson holds that puck. The shots are 10-3 for the Islanders with 5 minutes left. It is remarkable that the rest of the way, one shot on net. Not by the Canes either, but just the one shot on net. So really, the Canes did a very good job of defending. And not just that, they wanted to pull a goalie far earlier than they did. But the Canes are forechecking, they're back-checking. They're not giving the Islanders those tape-to-tape passes. I totally understood why Roy did not pull the goaltender until there was 2 minutes left. Remember, it's Patrick Roy. He likes to pull the goalie with about 3 minutes left. So Nelson has a slot shot, gets blocked in front. Slavin breaks up a net drive from Barzal, and this was quite the game. The Canes hold on. They win this one 3-2. 3-0 series lead. This might be the most impressive win of the series because the Islanders played well and the Canes won it. Shots on net, 15-9 Islanders in the first, 10-5 Canes in the second, 11-3 for the Islanders in the third. Final shots are 31-22 for New York. Power plays, both teams go 0 for 2. Hits 40-22 for the Islanders. And I know fans of both teams are going to talk about penalties that weren't called. We are now in the playoffs. They do not call the same things they do in October. Don't look at me. I've done videos on how I think it should be called the same right from the first game of the regular season or even the preseason right up until the Stanley Cup final. But it's not how the NHL refereeing works. Freddie Anderson saved 29 out of 31. I don't think I gave you the hits. The hits were 40-22 for the Islanders. Canes aren't a big hitting team. Sorokin saved 11 out of 14, and that really stands out because Varlamov saved all 8 in relief. So tough night for Sorokin and tough night for the Islanders. Again, I think that Roy was playing a hunch, and the Canes overcame that hunch. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. It definitely looks like there's 2 series in the East that could be short. There's the Vegas-Dallas series in the West that looks like that one could be short. And if the Rangers go up 3-0 on the Caps, we could have like half the series done by the time this weekend's finished, or at least early next week. Because the Game 4 between Dallas and Vegas isn't until Monday. So we'll see. But we again, this is what I love about playoffs. It is so hard to predict. Maybe you can predict who wins the series, but how can be a real surprise. And just the fact that Carolina's up 3-0 here, really, really impressive. Carolina and Florida tonight really showed They're not messing around. They're serious. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.